Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers have more information about the seller and the business to help them make a buying decision. Today we'll be talking about an Amazon Associates business for sale, and I have the seller with me today. So welcome to the show, Boris, and how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks.
Yeah, that's wonderful, and it's great to hear, and it's great to have you with me today for this podcast episode. Just before we dive into your business, let me go over a very brief summary of it for our listeners. So today's listing is a 4-site package of Amazon Associates and affiliate businesses created in November 2017 in the equipment, music, and electronic niches. The average monthly revenue for the business is $4,647, and it makes an average of $4,570 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are 4 domains and all of the site's content and files, an email list with 72 subscribers, and various social media accounts. You can head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 52882 to learn more about the business. If you want to start your due diligence, just remember to unlock the listing if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So Boris, that's a very general overview about the business, but let's dig into your background a bit more. Can you share with me what your background is in building or running online businesses?
Well, I've been building websites for a long time. I think it's 7 or 8 years. But at the beginning, it was nothing serious, and I didn't put too much effort in it. We tried to build small website targeting very specific keywords, but I haven't had much success. I did everything for fun, and the online business wasn't my number one priority. Then I spent much time researching, educating myself, and during that time, I gained lots of knowledge in different online business areas. After a while, I decided to use that knowledge and build something that would be better and of much higher quality than else I've been built until then.
For sure, that makes sense. It sounds like you gained a lot of experience just by experimenting with, well, like you say, SEO and keywords and creating content and stuff like that. Let me ask you then, Boris, how did you come up with the idea to start this business in particular?
When I realized that I already have a specific knowledge in building websites, and that I can create a medium-sized website that can run shoulder to shoulder with certain high-quality sites in the niche that are very well positioned in Google.
Right, that makes sense. So it sounds like based on your knowledge, you were able to find a medium-sized business based on certain opportunities and perhaps keywords in certain niches. Can you just share with me briefly, how does this business make money?
Well, most of the earnings come from Amazon Associates. I use this program because it's easy to use, it converts very well, and there are many expensive products being sold on Amazon, and I apply that on my website. A smaller part of the earnings comes from affiliate programs, so all the visitors who want to buy something from Amazon can also have an option to buy the product directly from the manufacturer. The private affiliate programs are an excellent opportunity for the new owner, and I haven't contacted the manufacturers directly to make a deal with them, so that's another opportunity for someone who is going to buy the site.
Yeah, that sounds great, and definitely sounds like there's room to expand the business even further, which we'll explore later on in the interview. But our listeners will be wondering, though, why are you selling this business right now instead of staying with it and growing it?
Well, this is the first serious medium-sized website I've built, and I spent much time doing it, and now I want to try something new. When I sell the website, I plan to make a team of 3 or more people, 4 or 5, I don't know, to work on a much larger project than this one. Also, another reason is that I've been working on this website with my friend, and it required too much time to build the business to this level. Now, what we want for the future is to hire more people and build something new and make a website that will be bigger and of even higher quality than this.
Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense. I think you can take all of those lessons that you learned while you were building this site, and then with the capital raised from selling it, we'll be able to go on and start, an even bigger site, and, you'll be able to even hire a team to help you accelerate that growth. So definitely makes sense. I just want to ask you, Boris, about your experience building this business in particular. Is there anything that you learned from building this one that you would apply to future sites or businesses?
Yes, of course. There are many tutorials, books, and other things from various gurus and experts. What I have learned and what is most important is that you have to be different. I say that because I believe that everything has to be a bit different and of higher quality than the competition. So, for example, if you're writing articles for your website, you have to make sure the reader finds all the information he needs in one place, so he doesn't have to go to another website to find that information. Then the point isn't to write more and more articles and to have a huge number of affiliate links in the article. It's also not purpose to buy cheap links, but the point is to build a relationship with other people in your niche. It also requires much time to develop the business gradually and point it to a good direction. And this is the safest way to grow the website without any risks that something will go wrong, like Google update or something. So everything you have to do is to pay attention to quality and make sure to work gradually. Patience is the key here.
Yeah, I think those are some really, really good advice there. I think a lot of listeners will be able to benefit from. So that's some great advice. But I want to ask you from a different angle. Was there anything that you tried that didn't quite, work out as you had planned?
Well, I don't think I have the answer to a specific answer to this question, actually, because everything I have planned and applied for this website later brought some good results. My goal was to build a website with different competition in terms of quality. The only thing I have tried, but I didn't pay too much attention to, was driving visits from Pinterest. So I think that would be a good chance or opportunity for the new owner. I can't say that Pinterest wasn't good enough for me, but I didn't put too much effort in it.
You're right. That's good to hear, Boris. I think, again, that sounds like another growth opportunity there, which is great to hear. I just want to move over to the marketing side of things now. Where does the majority of the traffic come from?
Almost all traffic comes from Google. The websites rank well for lots of keywords and haven't had any problems with the latest Google updates. For example, the latest Google review update. Many people have complained on forums and private groups that they have been severely affected and had a significant drop, but actually we had a significant growth because we have developed our website differently and with a different vision how quality website should look.
Right, got you. So it sounds like the SEO and inbound traffic is definitely very strong for this business. Can you just describe what you currently do for marketing right now?
Lately we don't do anything, and this is an opportunity for the new owner to grow the website's authority. During the first 2 years, we have worked promotion and reaching out to other relevant websites in the industry. During the last year, we didn't do anything regarding that because we started gaining natural and relevant backlinks from other quality sites. As time passed, the number of quality backlinks increased, and we noticed that increased every month because there are always some new and quality websites appearing in the search results and linking back to us in our articles.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can you describe to me what the type of work is that's required to maintain the business on a day-to-day or even a weekly basis?
On a monthly level, the site requires content creation and publishing and nothing else. It's important to follow the statistics in Google Analytics and keep the installed plugins up to date. That's everything we did every month.
Okay, it sounds like the business is very hands-off at this moment in time, which is great. I guess, could you recommend what are some of the skills or requirements a potential new owner should learn if they're not familiar with any of the niches or the business models?
Well, at the moment, only necessary skill is to perform a detailed research on a given topic in order to write a good or high-quality article. The website is built on WordPress, so you actually don't have to have too much technical knowledge to run and maintain the business and the website.
Right, great to hear. Let me ask you a bit more about the opportunities to expand the business for potential buyers. We've touched on a few of them earlier on, but can you just share with me, if you stayed with the business, how would you try to grow it?
The biggest opportunity to grow the earnings would be through media buying ads. We already have an account there and the website got accepted, but we didn't want to put ads on the website because we were afraid it would make it a bit slower. Placing media wines would increase the monthly earning by 30 or maybe 40%. So this is a simple and huge opportunity for the new owner.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And you've also mentioned as well about Pinterest being another potential traffic driver to explore if the new owner has experience with social media. So definitely lots of avenues to grow there. Let me ask you, Boris, what do you think are some of the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
Well, just like with many other websites of this type, there is always a risk to get hit by a future Google update or to have the Amazon account closed for some reason. This website wasn't affected by any of the previous Google updates in the last 18 months. And not only that, it performed even better after each update, which means that the risk of being affected by a future update is minimal. Also, about having the Amazon account closed for some reason, the risk is, I believe, also minimal because we follow all the guidelines given by Amazon. I don't think there are the risks at the moment.
Yeah, that's really great to hear. There's just the last few questions from me here, Boris. How much support are you offering buyers?
I'm here to help the future buyer, to give him all the information, clear something else up about the business that will help him run the business in the future. And I'm ready to provide a 30-day support for the new buyer so he can get the idea and make a plan how to grow the business further.
That's really good to hear. Are you willing to commit to a non-compete?
Yes, of course.
And are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
Yes, we can make arrangement about that.
Fantastic. Last question from myself here, Boris. If you put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why would you say that this is a business worth buying?
Well, if you want to have a website in your portfolio that's built with quality as a main priority, then this is the website you want. It's built to last for years. We did greatest and most difficult part of the work. It's to create an authority website, and the new owner has to continue from that point.
That's great. Is there anything you'd like to share that you think I might have missed?
Nothing comes to mind.
Fantastic. Boris, thank you for joining me on today's episode, and I really hope that your business gets acquired by the right buyer in the near future.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 52882. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked the listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about the business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.